Now, if you've ever had colors bleed through your parts because they're overlapping, let me show you how to fix that. So I've got this design from a post in our community. I've asked for the 3MF file and I've just gone in here. And what I can see when I slice it, you can see where the two and say the soccer ball overlap. I've got the blue that comes in. This automatically happens when you use the painting tool and you have overlapping features. You're always going to get this kind of crossover. What you can see here in the right, so I've got two plates. So in the second plate, you've just got a single part which I've painted all of the different parts to be different colors. And that's what happens when you have overlapping parts and you paint different colors. It's got to try and decide what to do with that overlap. And it ends up using this kind of overlapping like spike. And that overlapping spike, you can see through this orange. Now you can't see it here, but that actually is translucent. So that's a problem. So I'm going to jump over to my other bed here, plate one. And what I've actually done, you can see here, now I've just simplified the model, but I'll go back to the prepare tab. You can see here, I've got two separate models because I ended up clicking the separate to parts button. So if I go back to my other plate, what I would end up doing is hit the split to parts button. And now I got all my different parts that show up. You can see that they're all in black. So what I ended up doing is going to color painting and erasing all painting. And then I just select the parts that I want and I change the color by selecting the entire parts. On this plate, I've just got two of the parts here just to make the slicing a little bit more simple. But I've just selected, I want this entire object to be blue and I want this entire object to be orange. And then I can hit preview. You can see here that if I scroll down, where that overlap is, they just touch. They don't actually create that spike. One thing to note is that your part isn't going to be as strong because you're going to be like kind of having these separate colors on the base. So one thing you can do is click on it and then go paint that region. So I go fill, edge detection, and then I usually just pick one solid base color. So I'm going to hit slice now. And the back of this ball is blue. That's fine. That's a cake topper. No one's going to see it. And now I've got a much stronger part and no spiking overhang. So that's not going to show through my top layer. All right. Hope that helped.